Hi, it's Chris and Goran from PickDogs.com, here with your look ahead for match day one of the 2021-22 Bundesliga season. We've got plenty of content over at PickDogs.com, so go over and check it out. And we do more free pick videos than anyone. We do it bigger than better than anyone else, right here on our YouTube channel. Goran, we got, see, I can barely even talk of how excited I am for the season to start. And, it's going to start with a great game between Bayern Munich and Mönchengladbach, but I think you and I can both agree there were a lot of things that we liked, but we just didn't want to pay the price for them.
Yeah, exactly. There's barely any value on this game, and honestly, this game could go either way just because these two teams have played a friendly game just a couple of weeks ago, and Borussia Mönchengladbach has won that game 2-0, while Bayern hasn't won a single friendly game yet. And well, we all know who Bayern is, what player they have, and how great can they play, and I'm sure that will come, but I'm just not sure it's going to come yet in this first game. So we'll leave this one alone, Chris.
Yeah, I gotta agree. You want to hope for a great game, but stuff we were looking at, just too much of a price tag associated with it, especially when we're hunting for value here. So I think we were going to go straight to Saturday. When the first matchup we're going to look at is Stuttgart taking on the new boys, Greuther Fürth. What do you think is going to happen in this one?
Yeah, I've touched on Stuttgart in our Bundesliga preview video, and I gotta be honest, I just love this team. I think they're playing great soccer. I think they have a lot of potential. I think they will be in the battle for the Europa League or maybe Conference League this season, and they have had solid games in the preseason. They are scoring goals, and they were dominant at home in this matchup in the past. And getting a price minus 120 for a home team in the first round of Bundesliga, and that is the better team. I'm taking Stuttgart here.
I gotta agree with you. I mean, you talk about, Firth being the new boys up, and they want to make an impact right out of the gate. The problem is like you said, Stuttgart's just playing very well, and this is a team that can make some noise. We saw them make some noise last season, and this Stuttgart team is a very proud team in the German Bundesliga, and it didn't feel right not having them in the top flight, and now that they're back there, all's been restored. But I just think that Firth, there's going to be some growing pains. They will get their chances, and they will get their wins at points this season, but it's not going to come without some lumps early on. I think it's just going to be the first game, just an adjustment period for these guys adjusting to top flight football.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think this is gonna be a good game. I'm not sure we can count on the over 2.5 in this one, but I think Stuttgart gets the win, 1-0, 2-0 maybe. I think this is what we'll see in this game.
So if you guys are value hunters, you can take a look at Stuttgart to win 10-0 and get maybe some plus money out of it. But we think the value, always Stuttgart on the money line in this one. But then we're going to look at the afternoon matchup on Saturday. We're going to take a look at Borussia Dortmund taking on Eintracht Frankfurt. What do you think is going to happen here?
I think this is going to be a fun game where we're going to see a lot of goals, Chris. Both teams have new coaches from this season. Both teams have lost some of their most important players because, we know Borussia Dortmund has sold Sancho to Manchester United. Frankfurt has sold Andre Silva, and those were some of their best players last season, especially Andre Silva for Frankfurt. Sure, they have signed Hauge from AC Milan, but I think it's going to take some getting used to for both teams on their new coaches and their new style. But for Borussia Dortmund, Haaland has been in great form. He's been scoring a lot of goals in the preseason, and it's been happening for a few seasons in a row now that Borussia Dortmund starts the season well and then they sink. I think it might be the same this season as well. I think Borussia gets the win here, and I'm going to take Borussia and over 3.5 goals for plus 150. I think that's a very probable result here.
Yeah, well, it's not often that Gordon and I butt heads on stuff. I'm going to take the draw here. I'm going to take the value, and I'm also going to take a shot at punter's chance on the correct score of 2-2 plus 1,400. I just think that this is where some value could be. I know Goran was very low on this Dortmund team, pegging them as the most disappointing for this upcoming season, if I'm not mistaken. And I just think that yes, the goals disappeared from Frankfurt with Andre Silva leaving. But this is a team that's going to want to come flying out of the gate. Dortmund, I just think there's going to be a bit of a hangover after coming so close last season. And, Haaland, I think he's going to, be right there with Lewandowski for the top goal scorer in the Bundesliga this season. I think he's going to challenge. He may even win it by a comfortable margin. But that's, for us to talk about down the road. But I think just game one, I think Frankfurt's going to come out flying. I wouldn't be surprised if they stole the lead just within the first 10-15 minutes. Just try to swarm Dortmund and just try to maybe get a goal and maybe sit back on it. But I just think the value's with the draw here, and like I said, correct score. You can maybe go 1-1. I just think there's going to be goals at both ends, like Goran was saying. I think the over 3.5's a money shot here, and I like the correct score of 2-2 at plus 1400.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the previous results, and when Dortmund is the home team, their last 24 games, they have won 19. 3 games have ended in a draw, and Frankfurt has won only 2 times. And there was at least 3 goals in all of those games dating back to 2007. So, yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of goals in this one. I think Frankfurt might take the lead just because they might catch Borussia Dortmund off guard at the start of this game, but I still think Borussia will take the win here.
Only match day 1 and Goran's already crapping on my draws. Anyways, we're going to take a look at Sunday's matchup. I'm going to take a look at this matchup between Mainz and Leipzig. And, well, I left him on the screen, but that's okay. We're just going to talk about it. I got Goran here with both teams to score an over 2.5.
Yeah, well, Leipzig was ahead of Bayern for a while last season, but then they just started sinking just because they don't have the depth or the quality that Bayern had. They have the new coach this season as well, and if I'm not mistaken, they signed Andre Silva. To be honest, I just gotta look that up real quick. But in each of the games between these two teams, when Mainz was playing at home, we saw at least 3 goals in this game, and I think it's going to be the same here, but I'm also going to take Mainz to score at least 1, just because they are playing at home. It's the first game of the season. They have been playing well in the preseason. They have scoring goals consistently, and Leipzig has lost both of their defenders ahead of this season, and I think that could be a big problem for them. And for that reason, I'm going to take both teams to score an over 2.5 in this one, Chris.
I'm going to go a little bit of a different route here. I do think that there are going to be goals here, but I think it's going to be all Leipzig. I think, yes, they did lose a couple defenders, and I think that Mainz could get on the board here. But I also think that it's no coincidence that Mainz have been close to the relegation zone the last few years. This is just a team that likes to live dangerously in it, and unfortunately it burns them more often than not. And I just think that this opening fixture, I think Leipzig's going to take the lead in the first half, and they're going to coast just to the second half, and they're going to hold on to that lead. And whether or not it's maybe a 2-1 game, so that Goran gets Mainz on the board here, I just think it's Leipzig from start to finish. So I'm going to take Leipzig and at the halftime and full-time line at minus 105.
Yeah, and just to confirm, Leipzig did sign Andre Silva, and that will give them something they didn't have last season, and they didn't have it since Werner left for Chelsea, and that will be goals. And that was something they were missing last season to stay ahead of Bayern. But you know what? I wouldn't mind the score you said, Leipzig winning 2-1. I think that will get us both in the win column.
Absolutely. But that's going to round up our first day of Bundesliga coverage. Goran, do you want to do a recap?
Yeah, like we said, we are skipping on Bayern just because there's no value in this game, barely any value to be honest. But we're gonna start with Stuttgart and Fürth on Saturday. I'm taking Stuttgart, and Chris is agreeing with me. Minus 120 is a great price for the home team at the opening day. Borussia Dortmund and Eintracht Frankfurt. I'm taking Borussia over 3.5. Chris has the draw. I don't like it, but hey, what can we do about it? And then we have Mainz and Leipzig on Sunday, to be honest. And I think Leipzig will win, but I'm going to take both teams to score in over 2.5. Chris has Leipzig to win at halftime and full time. So I think this is going to be a great opening week in Bundesliga, Chris.
Yeah, remind me to mute Goran's mic next time I talk about draws. Anyways, everybody, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. We really appreciate all the love and support. If you're looking for more free picks, you can check out pickdogs.com. Also, check out PickDogs Premium. You can get Goran's best bets, my best bets. You can get best bets from some of the other top handicappers in the world. Also, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out the morning show every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the drive-thru. Give out tons of free picks on those shows. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.